Well, hey, you beautiful people, I'm AlRodriguez and welcome back. It has been such a long time since we went to Scarlet Hollow, and here we are, finally jumping back in. And I am so happy that they've released more of it. Guys, if you want to check out the first couple of episodes, I will leave a link in the description below to those videos, but I'm going to start a brand new, afresh. This is Scarlet Hollow. My name, right off the bat, what the hell's my name? AlRodriguez. The city I live in, well, I'm no longer in Lincoln, shed. I live in a shed. My gender, I got they, them, I got she, her, and I got he, him. I do identify as that, so that's the only reason I'm going to be playing that. Oh, we still got this, the 2-trait system, so you can be street smart. What did I have last time? I think I had I was hot. I think I was hot. Oh, maybe that'd be good. Oh, street smart. I think that's going to be very useful. No door can hold you, so I think that's going to be very useful to have in this game. You jolt awake as the bus hits a particular nasty bump. You feel like you'd only just managed to start drifting off, and now here you are, awake again and still exhausted. For a moment, you'll haze on the details of where exactly here is, confusing this bus with the many others that came before it. But as your mind continues to reassert its existence in the waking world, the past few days come back into focus. The long-lost cousin, the bad news, the 26 hours of bus rides with countless late-night stops in seedy depots that felt unsafe even in the middle of the day. You wouldn't normally find yourself traveling like this, but your cousin bought the tickets. The funeral of Pearl and Scarlet, your cousin's mother and your aunt, seemed like something you shouldn't ignore, even considering your own late mother's rocky relationship with this side of the family. Fortunately, the end of your long journey is in sight. You're almost here, in Scarlet Hollow.
So anyway, as I was saying...
Oh, it's you! I remember you, and I think we had a very riveting conversation last time. Oh no! He's still here. He's been sitting next to you for the past 5 hours, talking at you without pause. You're not sure he had even stopped when you started to doze off. At first you thought he was just being friendly, but that was several hours of one-sided conversation ago.
I was up in Maryland looking for work, but mostly messing around because I'm a dumb tween. Me and my buddies were doing our usual prank stuff, you know, pushing joggers into the harbor, that sort of thing.
That's very mean of you. Oh, feign an illness, yes! We will lie to get out of this. You violently fake a coughing fit. Pretending to be sick has always been one of your better ways to get people to leave you alone in strange places. Oh, are you sick? And he's so happy about that. That's alright, I'm pretty sure I've already had whatever you got. I'm sick all the time. Should we even be anywhere near him? If you're sick all the time, get away from me. Gotta keep my immune system on its toes, you know.
So this girl comes up to us, swinging her purse, yelling about how she's gonna call the cops or whatever. It was hilarious. She actually hit my friend, and he said it hurt a lot. So I guess she really was mad and not just playing. But she kept swinging, and soon enough she lost her balance and fell into the harbor all on her own. We didn't even have to push her in. We had a good laugh and fished her out, and her phone got soaked so she couldn't call the cops at us. We wound up hanging out all day. She kind of became my girlfriend, and after that we've been on and off for about a year. So it's pretty yeah, that's a serious amount of time. But about 5 months ago she tried to break up with me, like for real, and geez, you ever get so mad you wanna like kill somebody? Really, dude? Did he say she tried to break up with him? You can't even begin to imagine what that might feel like. Nobody ever broke up with you. Oh, I think that's going to be quite big-headed to say this one by here, saying that nobody ever broke up with us. So I'm going to go with the street smart option. Stop trying to get a rise out of me. Stop it. Stop what? Whatever it is that you think you're doing right now. You know what I'm talking about. This whole corner a stranger on the bus and try to make them uncomfortable act. I'm not playing along. Haha, alright. Maybe I never really wanted to kill her, even if I threatened it a little bit.
Anyway, she's giving birth to our son right now. I remember, yes, giving birth to her son right now. I'm trying to get up there to Virginia to be there for it. But I don't know if I'm like into that stuff, so I might just wind up on a bus to New York or something instead. I've always wanted to go there. Dude, she's having your kid. Seriously, yes. What the hell is wrong with you? Your girlfriend is giving birth right now, and you're thinking about ditching her to go have fun in New York after she tried to break up with you and you threatened to kill her? Hey now, I never threatened to kill her. You just told— Yes, he did. Yes, you did. Okay, maybe over text, there's evidence. You've just incriminated yourself just a little, but fatherhood is scary, plus her mom is there. So it's not like she's alone. Her mom doesn't like me much, so I'd probably just make things super stressful. She'll understand. She's chill. Anyways, what you say you were heading? Scarlet Hollow. No, I didn't. I didn't say anything to you. I didn't. No need to be nasty. Ha. No need to be nasty. I was just asking. Not like I'm gonna follow you off the bus or anything. So, if you aren't getting off at my stop, then you must be heading to Scarlet Hollow, right? Or the Holler, as they call it in these parts. That's the only other stop until the bus turns around. I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to stop doing his voice. It's bloody mental, it's already doing my throat in. That's the only other stop until this bus turns around. I ride it pretty often, so I'd know. Almost nobody ever goes up that way, though come to think of it, I had a couple of buddies who went up there to work in the mine. There's a coal mine up in the Holler, you see, and there's always a job listing or two on the boards around here. I've never wanted to do that kind of thing myself. I like my lungs the way they are. Thanks, but my buddies got desperate enough to try it. I haven't heard from them in a while. Now that I think about it, I should see if they're on Facebook. See how they're doing up there. Hope they didn't die. Oh, this is me. It was lovely meeting you. Hope you don't get too bored without me around to talk to. Here, I have something for you. The stranger rifles through his pack before presenting you with a dripping bag of peanuts. They're boiled peanuts. I got them at a gas station a few buses back. I noticed you haven't eaten much, so I figured you could use them. More than me. No, I'm good, thanks. Plus, they're dripping all over my bag, so I don't want to carry them anymore. Tip: sometimes picking up a dialogue option establishes new facts about who you are. What, me or them? Right, do I like peanuts? No, thank you. You put your hand up and say no. I'm not really hungry. There's still a good 45 minutes left in your journey, pal. Assuming nothing goes wrong, best to have him on hand. The young man sets the peanuts down on the empty seat next to him. The juices dribble out through the bottom of the bag and into the upholstery, instantly soaking it in peanut brine. Delicious! And with that, I leave you. Safe travels, friend. Goodbye, stranger. Ah, he's left them right by there. Oh, great. And just like that, you're alone. The stranger's peanuts soaking into the seat across from you. Maybe you can finally get some sleep. Bus driver. He hasn't got many lines, so next up, Scarlet Hollow, end of the line. Almost there. Oh yeah, it's just how I remember it. This is a bit new, I think. The bus finally comes to a stop, its brakes squealing as it deposits you in front of the Scarlet Hollow bus station. The sign at least reads bus station, but calling it that feels big word, disingenuous. At best, it's a kiosk. Though for a small town like this, you're amazed there's so much as a road, let alone a bus that drives on it every week. The driver quickly shuts the doors behind you and starts the engine, kicking up dust clouds as he pulls away, eager to leave you and this place behind. Oh, shoo. Hi. You instantly recognize the worn young woman from the few public photographs on her Facebook page. She's your cousin, Tabitha, and she looks annoyed to be here. Yes, we need to make a good first impression. You've never met someone who was able to resist your ability to make a good first impression. You flash a soft smile and give your condolences. Tabitha, it's so nice to finally meet you. I'm sorry to hear about your mom. Oh, she is sad. I thanks. It's working! For a brief moment, Tabitha is put at ease before she quickly strengthens up and the annoyance returns to her face. There it is. It might not be much, but you can confidently notch up another victory courtesy of the winning AlRodriguez smile. Trademark. Come on, let's go. I don't want to spend any more time down here than I have to. And like that, she's gone. Your cousin turns and motions to an old BMW parked near the bus kiosk. You follow her, clambering into the dusty relic. And we're out of here. Ooh, nice car! It doesn't take much driving before the only signs of civilization are the car you're in and the road you're on. Tabitha maintains an icy silence as she focuses on the road. So we have some more dialogue options. We can explore, can usually be taken without advancing the story. They can impact relationships and unlock additional story paths, so choose carefully. So let's have a look. We can talk about the funeral. We can talk about members. Oh no, that's quite sad to bring that up. Let's ask about her. Let's maintain a good relationship with our cousin. So, how are you holding up? Fine. That was it? She's getting annoyed! Look at that! You don't have to hide how you're feeling around me. We're family, even if we just met. She sighs a particularly heavy sigh. Look, I appreciate your concern, but I'm fine, really. Alright, fine. That's fair enough. I can't believe we've never actually met like this. Yeah. You have your mom to thank for that, or had, I guess. What do you mean? I'm sorry, but is there bad blood between us? All I know is my mom left and she was mad at this side of the family. But I don't know much besides that. Your cousin stares straight ahead, her expression icy. So, the funeral, it's on Sunday, right? Yep, like I told you. Well, it beats going to church twice. 2 birds, 1 stone. A whole week? That's a whole week? Damn, no. Jeez, that's almost a whole week. Couldn't I have grabbed a later bus? Bus only comes on Monday. That sucks. Okay, right. Final option. I guess we're both members of the Dead Moms Club now, huh? Oh, I could have remained silent, couldn't I? Damn it! She's not going to be... Yeah, she's not happy with that. How long will it take Tabitha to realise she's not staring at the road? Your cousin turns to stare at you, an icy hatred in her eyes. Maybe this would have worked to ease the tension if she were someone else, but she isn't. My bad. She turns back to the road, her expression cold and unforgiving. Remain silent. Oh, well, it's the only option, so sure, go for it. You decide to sit in silence with your cousin as the car eases up the steep mountain road. Ah, crumbling old derelict mansion. Love it. And here it is, the Scarlet estate. Though it's seen better days, its crumbling elegance is not lost on you. Someone used to cramped apartments in grey cities. Your mother told you about this place many times before she passed, always with an anger burning beneath her words. The faded majesty you once imagined doesn't quite compare with what's in front of you, a jarring blend of opulence and ruin. As you stare at it perched on the crumbling cliffside, you can't help but feel like it's something that should have been left to rot a long, long time ago. Oh yes, this looks a little bit different from what I remember. It seems like it's a lot more detail. These visuals are great. They are great. You're hit with a blast of dusty air as you step across the threshold and into the foyer. Every object cemented in place with layers of dust and cobwebs. You can hear doors creak on their hinges and the aches and moans of ancient floorboards as the house itself sways in the wind. Oh, you are way too fast. She caught me off guard last time. Welcome to our family's humble estate. Unfortunately, due to the current state of the house, only a few rooms will be safely accessible during your stay. Thank you for the warning. I wouldn't go wandering anywhere else if you value your limbs. The floors have been known to give out. Give out? Give out? If you know what's good for you, you stick to your room, the bathroom, and the kitchen, and hallways, I guess. But only the hallways you need to use to get to those places. I'll show you around so you know where it's safe to walk. You can leave your bags here for the time being. Oh, well, yeah, it's beautiful! I don't think I've ever been in a building that feels as powerful as this. You're lying. Through your teeth. But Tabitha doesn't need to know that. In fact, not only does she not need to know that you're lying, but she won't know. Ever. You're a very good liar. I know! Thank you! It is. The estate was a prized jewel of this region for a long time. It's quite a magnificent piece of architecture even now. Shall we take our tour? Yeah, go for it. Follow me. Show us around. I've missed this. I've really missed this. You put your bags down and follow Tabitha through a long dusty hallway. She delicately steps over holes and tears in the floor, and you do your best to trace her steps. Kitchen on Wednesdays, a woman from town comes in and does the cleaning. Her name is Janie. I wouldn't recommend socializing with her. She'll talk your ear off. If you need any food, there's fixings for peanut butter and jelly. Oh, don't touch my mac and cheese or my ice cream. Those are off limits. Oh, and you can also access the garden through here, but it's pretty wild, so I wouldn't if I were you. Tip, some options prevent you from taking others. Oh, choose carefully. Okay, so I'm going to have this option by here. You said someone actually cleans this place. Have you actually seen that happen? Or does this person just say they did it and leave? Oh, I keep a close watch on Jamie. She cleans. Well, look at this. Flowers, deadness. There's a cat. You don't have cats on the kitchen counter. Maybe it's not up your sleek city standards, but this is an old house in the country. There's a level of dirt and grime you have to learn to live with. No, I don't have to. Yeah, you could try a little harder. you could at least try washing your dishes. Y'all, are you lumping me in with Jamie? No. This mess is her responsibility. That's what I pay her for. If you have an issue with the state of this place, take it up with her. I will. I'll do your job. What's next on the tour? Bathroom. Follow me. Great. It's been hours since I've gone. As the two of you leave the kitchen, you pass by a tuxedo cat sitting on the countertop, right by here. Is this your cat? What's its name? Frou-Frou. Do not try to pair her. If she wants to be pet, she'll let you know. Fair enough. I'll leave the cat. You decide to follow Tabitha's advice. Shall we move on? The kitchen awaits. No, it's not. It's the bathroom. The bathroom awaits. You once again follow Tabitha through a long, dusty hallway. Maybe after a few nights, it'll get easier to navigate these spaces, but for the time being, you feel lucky to have not fallen through the floors. Oh, it looks great from here. I don't have to go in there, but I can tell it's perfect. Guest bathroom. Not much to show. It's a bathroom. I'll wait outside. Do what you must if you must. Okay. Is Janie just here to clean the kitchen? Because she's kind of missed everything else. It is a wretched bathroom. Piles of junk sit untouched in the corners of the room, and mystery stains paint the floor. Oh, how much lying do I need to do? Here we go. What a lovely bathroom. I absolutely love it. I've always wanted one of these bathtubs with a little feet on it. Glad you like it. That bathtub is an extremely valuable antique. Is it now? Are the stains too as well? Are you sure this toilet works? Oh, yes. Why wouldn't it? The water bill gets paid, therefore the toilet works. Now do your business so we can move on. Okay. You sigh in resignation. That's the spirit. Okay, lift the toilet seat. Oh, that sound. I didn't need that. Bugs skitter from the bowl as you lift the seat. Nah, use it. We need to use it. A toilet is a toilet, sure. It could be cleaner, but your business needs doing, and this is as good as a place as any. You do what you must and rejoin your cousin out in the hall. That was a delightful experience. Next up, guest bedroom. Last stop of the tour, follow me. You and Tabitha briefly return to the foyer before climbing the stairs and reaching the guest room. Here we are! The room smells old. Dust, mildew, wood rot. It has it all. A week of sleeping in this place might give you permanent lung damage. This is where you'll be staying. The linens are fresh. I had JD wash them last week. I had to endure a half-hour rant about her kid to get her to do it, so you better be grateful. They've been on the bed for a week. The closet is full of old family stuff, so you can't hang your clothes there, but you can use the dresser. It should be empty. This is incredible. How do you know how much I love cherubs? There's cherubs? Where? I can't see a single cherub. Am I not looking hard enough? Is it this? That chest is to die for. Oh, that thing there. Okay. I'm surprised to see that you have so much discerning taste. Every last piece of furniture in this room is a genuine antique, handed down through the family for generations. Well, who used to sleep here? Did they die here? When? This house is almost 150 years old. Many people have slept here. And now you'll sleep here, carrying on the fine tradition of bedrooms being slept in. Thanks. I'll get settled in. Follow me. I'll take you back to the foyer so you can collect your belongings. Why, thank you. That was a delightful tour. Is this entire foyer like leaning? This concludes our tour. I'm afraid I must return to my duties, so you'll have to entertain yourself for the rest of the day. Don't expect to see much of me. Alright, it's giving us a warning. There's additional stuff to say. Oh. Hey, so is it cool if I bring someone over at some point this week? What are you talking about? You don't even know anyone who lives here. Let's get straight into the details. I'm talking about smooching, Tabitha. What's your smooching policy? I thought you were here for a funeral. Yeah, but that's next week. There's time in between that. Ugh, I can't believe I even have to say this, but please don't bring anyone home to, you know, this place. Look, I have enough on my plate already. Let's just forget you said anything. Fine. Wait, where are you going? To work. Somebody has to pay the bills around here. Oh, what do you do? Yeah, what kind of work do you do? I run the coal mine, same as every Scarlet who came before me. Except for you and your mum. It requires a lot of time and concentration, so I'd appreciate it if you didn't keep me here for long. Well, it doesn't look like that's paying the bills. Look at this place. That's all rotting. I didn't know we owned a coal mine. We don't own the coal mine. I own the coal mine. Your side of the family forfeit any claim to it years ago. Oh, can I come watch? That sounds actually pretty awesome. What? No, the mine is dangerous. I can't babysit you and do my job. It's kind of sad. Don't you ever think about things you could be doing with your life that might give you a better sense of purpose than running a coal mine? Some of us don't have that luxury of choice, AlRodriguez. Oh, she said my full name. She's angry. Some of us had to temper our expectations for how our lives were going to go. There's a simple satisfaction to getting a task done, and that's all I need. Do whatever it is you want to do while I'm gone. Just don't do anything dumb or dangerous, not while I'm responsible for you. I'm not some bloody kid! Fine. Alright, I won't keep you, but we should hang out when you get back. We'll see. There's a lot that needs to get done this week. And like that, she flies like a bat out of hell. Your cousin leaves through the front door. And now it's just you and this sprawling, decrepit estate. Beautiful. Well, I'm not a big one for sandwiches. Let's have a look around. Here we go. Go straight to the forbidden wings of the estate. Yes. With Tabitha gone, there's no one stopping you from going into the forbidden wings of the estate. And there we go. Oh, yes. Except for the locks and chains sealing them shut. Well, I'm sure we can do that. We are street smart, by the way. An insurmountable obstacle for most, but a mild inconvenience for you. Ah, we're in! Yes, as the lock falls, the doors moan open, revealing the entrance to what once must have been an incredibly lavish ballroom. Ooh, faintly in the distance you can hear the quiet notes of an old piano playing from another room. The forbidden wings are yours to explore. Oh, very nice. Oh, should I go in? Go on, enter. This is dangerous. This is collapsing. Yeah, there's a family tree on the wall. We can have a look at that if we go over there. That looks like Lady D in the corner. You can see why your cousin warned you against coming here. Deep gashes tear across the floor, and years of detritus have turned what once must have been a magnificent and open ballroom in a tight and claustrophobic maze. The piano you hear from outside the ballroom has grown louder. Whatever it is, it's nearby. It's probably just a self-playing model, but maybe you aren't as alone here as you thought. Let's have a look at the painting covering the far wall. There we go. You make your way over to the painting covering the far wall. It's a family tree. Angry black scratches cover the space where your mother should be. It's a bit like Sirius Black in the Harry Potter ones. As far as you can tell, there are 3 exits to the ballroom. There is, of course, the door you came through, and on the far right is a door beyond a broken floor. A dead end. Across the room from you, where you entered, is the 3rd and final exit. A glass doorway you can just barely make out behind a pile of broken furniture. You'll move to investigate it more closely. As you approach, the playing grows clearer. Without a doubt, the piano is behind this door. Where? I don't see it. Try to clear the furniture. Oh, it's behind this. Though you try with all your might, it's just too heavy for you to do anything more than budget. Oh, I have to leave this place. You return to the entrance of a sealed wing and carefully reattach the locks. After what you've seen and heard in the ballroom, you weigh how much longer you should ever stay in the estate on your own. Alright. Well, let's have a look in my room. Let's get settled around the house, have a quick explore, and then we'll head out into Scarlet Hollow and have a look around there. Now that your cousin is gone, the aches and pains of your journey sink into your bones. You stumble back up the stairs to your room, suitcase in tow, eager to unwind before you face the rest of the day. Ah, look, more pictures of Lady D. I like it. You stand at the entrance of your room. We're not going to take it now. Yeah, put the spare clothes in the dresser. Oh, I forgot about you. Hello. You drag your suitcase over to the dresser and open the bottom drawer. An opossum lurks within. It is quiet, but angry. Oh, pardon me. Bye-bye. You gently close the drawer, leaving the marsupial in peace. This drawer belongs to the opossum, and there's nothing you can do about it. You open the top drawer next. It's empty, as good a place as you'll find to put your clothes. Based on the state of the house, you wonder if you'd be better off keeping your clothes in your nice clean bag. But there's no going back now. Let's have a look at the closet. There's meant to be a bunch of old junk in this. Family stuff. You can see why your cousin said you should put your clothes in the dresser instead of his closet. There must be decades of family history stacked up in here. Oh, pick up the doll. Oh, I don't like it. Of course, you're sharing a room with a creepy doll. You pick it up to examine it more closely. Its foot reads property of Alexandra. No need to carry this around with you. Good, put it back. Close the closet behind you. Oh, let's have a look out that window. That's the garden. It is a bit wild. You can only imagine how beautiful the garden must have been in its heyday. If you owned this place, you'd totally get out there with a shovel and some gardening gloves and whip it into shape. You go out there and pull weeds, chop trees, carve topiaries, and do whatever you need to do to return it to its former glory. And once it was all done, you'd sit by the fountain, which of course would have had a little goldfish in it, and drink a floral tea while enjoying the birdsong. Yeah, you definitely do that. Just not right now. And the final thing is this painting by here. This must have been an old relative of yours. Very old. Judging by the date on the inscription, you've never heard of her. But you'd barely heard anything about your aunt and cousin until a week ago, so that's not really a surprise. Maybe you could ask Tabitha about this Mary Belle Scarlet the next time you see her. That is, if she's actually in the mood for a conversation. Alright, I think I'm not going to take a nap because I feel like that's just going to waste time. Let's have a look elsewhere. It doesn't seem like there's much for you to do in here right now. Okay, let's head into town. I'm not interested in the sandwiches at all. Now that you settled in, there's not much left for you to do than head out and explore the town. You do just that. Ah! If you had known you wind up having to walk all the way back down to town, you probably would have asked Tabitha to leave you at the bus stop, especially with how unhappy she seemed to see you. If only you could wipe the slate between the two of you clean and bury some of the tension. But maybe her mother's funeral isn't the best time for something like that. Then again, maybe it's the perfect time. Continue down the path. Finally, you made it back to town. The Holler, as the guy on the bus called it, has probably seen better days. It still has the feeling of an idyllic country town, but its sidewalks are cracked many of the storefronts are boarded up, their windows dusty with age. A chill breeze sweeps down the lane and you shudder, suddenly feeling as if you're peering into a grave. Oh, hello. Hey, Gretchen, come back. Quit bothering strangers. I think I remember you. I'm not too certain. Oh, I haven't seen you around here before. The young woman is noticeably flustered by your appearance. It's a pheromone that you are as hot are all too familiar with. Sorry about Gretchen. She can be very slippery when she wants to be. Hope she didn't scare you. Oh no, I love dogs. Pet the dog. You reach out and scratch Gretchen behind the ears. Her fur is soft and warm. She wheezes excitedly, digging her little nose into your palm and licking your hand. Oh, I'm so glad you two are getting along. Isn't she just the cutest? With how energetic she gets, you never know she's 17. That's a very good age for a dog. Yeah, that's amazing. It sure is. I'm hoping she beats the current record holder and makes it to 19. Or better yet, 20. The more time we get together, the better. Isn't that right, Gretch? Ah, but what am I doing? I got so caught up in the excitement of meeting someone new that I entirely forgot to introduce myself. I'm Stella, I remember now. It's not often I see a strange face up in the holler. Every now and then there's a new crop of coal folk, but you don't look dusty enough for that. What is that look? You aren't in town for the funeral, are you? The Scarlet funeral? Yes, I am. Right, yeah, let's introduce myself. Hi, I'm AlRodriguez. You must be Tabby's cousin, right? That's the only person I can think of who would come to town for a funeral. How's she holding up? To be honest, I've been a little worried about her. All alone in that big house? Well, yeah, it's falling apart. Yeah, you said Tabby, right? I'm sorry. Did I hear you right? I can't imagine Tabitha ever going by something so bubbly. She did back when I knew her better. It's been a while. I hope she's okay. She doesn't seem alright. No, am I actually that concerned about her? Is she always so, you know, rough around the edges? Yep, that's Tabby for you. I wouldn't take it too personally. I'm not sure what it says about her state of mind, but she's still the same old grumpy self. It's probably be good for her now that you're staying there, even though she's probably never admitted it. Oh, you've known each other quite a while. Are you two friends? I was probably closer than most people have gotten to be able to call her a friend. The school here is really small, so everybody had to at least get along with someone else. She was a grade ahead of me, but everyone knew her, especially since she's a Scarlet. We wound up bonding a bit when we were both in school's production of A Midsummer Night's Dream. I was Puck and she was Mustard Seed. As you might have expected, she was more than a little prickly, but I managed to soften her up in the end. But then she graduated and that was that. Oh, if you just got to town, you must be starving. I was just on my way to the diner for coffee, and they've got amazing biscuits. My treat? Yes, follow that stranger. Oh wow, for something that looks so dead outside, it's very busy in here. The pleasant aroma of a greasy breakfast food hangs heavy in the air. In contrast with the empty, lifeless atmosphere of the family estate, the diner is filled with the comforting din of human life. All of which grinds to a sudden halt as the patrons realize that a stranger has entered the establishment. Hi, it's me! Hey everybody, I'm AlRodriguez. I clicked the wrong button. Damn it, no, I've come off as offending everyone. The patrons of the diner continue to stare as you slide into a booth, doing your best to avoid their gaze. Yeah, I completely messed that up. Ha, you probably made quite an impression with it. Yes, I know. I know I did. Hello, hi Stella. I went ahead and fixed you up a coffee. They gracefully place a cup of specially brewed coffee in front of Stella. Oh, shucks, thanks, Avery. And here's some bacon for the little lady. Gretchen sniffs the bacon and digs in. Anything for you, darling? I'm not used to be called darling. I'm going to put that out there. So, okay. I will have a biscuit and a coffee, please. Could I have a biscuit and a coffee, please? I hear they're really good. Best in the country. County? Yeah, best in the county. Avery pours the fragrant brew into the empty mug in front of you. They linger after pouring your coffee, turning to you nervously. Oh, and I'm sorry for your loss. That's alright, I didn't even know her. Before you have the chance to respond, they're gone. Glad you took my advice with the biscuit, you won't regret it. Anyways, the funeral's not till Sunday, right? That gives you quite a bit of time to slum around town. I'm trying to think if there are any cool events going on this week. There's always the reading adventure at the library, which is supposed to be for little kids, but I do it every month anyway. Oh, and I'm pretty sure Avery's throwing a party Saturday night, so that's a fun thing to look forward to. You know, getting plastered before the funeral, yeah. And there's the weekly Sunday potluck. Yeah, right at the funeral. That should be right out. Oh, after, that's fine. That should be after the funeral too, so it'll be a special occasion. Is the potluck a sort of church thing? Would it be weird for me to come if I'm not a member? No, the Sunday thing is coincidental. It's actually hosted by the library. Oh, fantastic. Not many people go to church around here, if I'm being honest. Oh, I get that. That's a shame. I was hoping to go to service what? No, I'm not! Huh? Can't say I pegged you for a God-fearing type. It's not that folks around here aren't like that, they're just not fans of the local pastor. There's just something a little off about the guy. You'll get what I mean if you ever meet him. Oh, unfortunately you probably will. Anyway, those are all the big events I can think of. As for the day-to-day, any idea how you want to kill time for the rest of the week? That's a good question. What have we got? Yeah, what's your angle? My angle? I would never have an angle. She definitely has an angle. I'm street smart. I know, Stella. Okay, so my job means I spend a lot more time in the woods with a camera, and it's always better when somebody else is there too. Hi, Avery! Before Stella can finish, Avery returns, biscuit in tow. Why is it like green stench marks? What have you done to it? Here's your biscuit. Winnie says it's on the house. She sends her condolences. Say thanks to Winnie for me. Thanks, Avery. It looks great. You pick up the biscuit. It's delicate and fluffy. It nearly crumbles at your touch. Buttery warmth emanates from its surface. You take a bite. It melts in your mouth, as if it was nothing but butter suspended in a thin matrix of dough. Surely this is a perfect biscuit. No, why would I lie about something like that? Whoa! This is a really good biscuit. Wow! I'm so glad you like it. Avery lingers at the table for a moment. Avery, can I help? So, has Stella mentioned she's famous? No! Oh, Avery, I'm not famous. Look, if you're not going around tooting your own horn, you know I'm doing it for you. Stella sighs. I'm a YouTuber. Haha, join the club. Wow, that's rad! I've never met a YouTuber before. I'd love to check out your channel at some point. Oh, thanks. It's nothing much. It pays the bills, but it's mostly a passion project, you know? She's selling herself short, AlRodriguez. Her stuff is amazing. She hunts cryptids. Wait, how did you know my name? Do you know my channel? Oh, sorry. It's just that most people in town know about you. Why? Sorry, I'm sure that must... Yeah, it is creepy, Avery. Ah, well, I guess the cat's out of the bag. The Holler's a small place. Everybody knows everybody, and that includes extended families. It's all good, I guess. I was just caught a little off guard. Phew, glad you didn't freak out too much. Yeah, and don't worry, nothing Pearl Ann said about you will stick, that's for sure. You can just make a good first impression and wipe the slate clean with the whole town. Just as I did as I walked in. Oh god, what's she been saying about me? Oh geez, look, I'm sorry I said anything. Hey, don't worry about it. Pearl Ann was a gossip, and would do this sort of thing with everyone. Spreading weird little rumours about folks was kind of her trademark. And anyways, weren't we all in the middle of talking about Stella's illustrious YouTube career? Yes we were. I guess we were, weren't we? I think the best video to start with would be the river one. Not the lake, but, you know, the controversial one. Oh yes, the Catawba River Runner. I didn't expect much out of the footage at the time, but it wound up being the most popular video by far. So the River Runner is a cryptid that's only known for a single sighting. Two Boy Scouts thought they saw something big and weird in the Catawba River, and that's all I had to go on. But then I wound up watching this on camera. Stella pulls out her phone and shows you a clip of something in a river. Some folks said it was a beaver, but if that was the case, it'd be twice the size of any of the beavers I've seen. I also had people saying it was a dog, or even a capybara, that must have escaped from a local wildlife sanctuary. I'm still not sure what it was, and I'm the only one who saw the thing with my own two eyes. That's an honest to goodness cryptid right there. No way that's a beaver or a dog. And there's no way a capybara would be swimming in the river of the mountains of North Carolina. Unless there's something North America colony of capybaras in Alapalakia. That would still count as a cryptid, wouldn't it? Yeah, until somebody catches a capybara up here, that would still count as a cryptid by most standards. They're talking about stuff I have no clue. I don't know what a cryptid is, I don't know what a capybara is. My comment section went nuts for this footage, and from there it spread to Twitter pretty fast. There were polls for days, I even had actual experts weighing in. It was all a really cool experience, and it meant the video did some pretty great numbers. Personally, I'm not a fan of capybara theory. Sure, it's not like any local sanctuaries were missing one, but there's always people keeping exotic animals as pets. Kind of a sewer gator type situation. Haha, exactly. Some exotic pet owners set it free and now it was forever roam the Catawba, confusing Boy Scouts and YouTube commentators for years to come. So speaking of things to do around here, I was actually planning on filming this week's video tonight. I was wondering if maybe you'd want to come along. Yeah, sure, it was a pretty easy one this week. We wouldn't have to be camping anywhere. I'm going to go after the... Wait, no spoilers. Whoops, sorry Avery. It's okay, I should probably get back to it instead of standing around chatting with friends. See you all around. Bye, Avery. Now that the coast is clear, I'm going after a skunk ape. What's that? What's a skunk ape? It's a Bigfoot, but smellier. Most skunk ape sightings are from Florida, but while I was doing research for last week's video, I came across a report where a lady from a town over claiming that to have seen one on her deck, playing tug-of-war with her dog. And as I leave no stone unturned, I decided it was worth investigating. So what do I say? Wanna tag along? Hold the camera for me while I narrate against a darkening sky, that sort of thing? It's a date! Cool. This is going to be a lot of fun. I'm actually starting the channel with a couple of buddies of mine back in school, but it's just been me and Gretchen for a while. Me and Kanika and Reese running around in the woods, flipping over rocks and bothering salamanders. Our videos were terrible, but we had a lot of fun, and that's all that matters to us. Maybe you'll get a chance to meet them later this week. So, we should probably head out if we want to make it up the mountain before it's too dark. Come on, let's blow this popsicle stand. You pause before getting up. Maybe it's time to make a good first impression. After all, it seems everybody in town has heard awful things about you from your now deceased aunt. I'm gonna leave a tip. You reach into your pockets and pull out a single crumbled dollar and a quarter. As long as you don't get sick of peanut butter and jelly, your meals will be free while you're here. Share the wealth while you've got it, you think to yourself. You leave the money on the table and follow Stella out of the diner. Well, that's lovely. It hadn't been very cold when you first arrived in town, but as the sun dips closer and closer to the horizon, a chill descends upon the holler, and you see your situation with renewed clarity. You're in a new place, far from civilization, and the people you know following someone you just met into a dark forest in search of monsters. You feel more alive than you've been in years. The fall breeze passing through the leaves, the orange hue of the setting sun painting the horizon, the promise of excitement ahead. I've just realized the mansion's up here! Good God! If we collapse, we're taking that church out with us. It's been a while since you felt this in the moment, this present. The world around you feels almost magical. Were a mythical creature to actually manifest in front of you, it would fit perfectly in this world. Gotta love this brisk fall weather. This past summer was the hottest on record, since last year at least. You know how it is these days? Each summer is the hottest yet until the next summer, which always finds a way to be so much worse. It's just nice to feel a chill in the air and see the leaves change, like normalcy is restored, if only for a moment. Sorry if that was a bit of a bummer. We should talk about something more fun, like skunk apes. Has anything bad happened on one of these hikes? You know, just curious? There was that time back in early high school when Reese fell down a cliff, but he was fine. We had some folks from town rig up a pulley to get him out of the ravine, and his leg only took a couple of months to heal. All in all, not too bad. Though, I guess there was always that time I was out there alone and kinda got stuck in the cave. I was getting great footage of what I thought was a family of wampus cats, but I wasn't able to wiggle my way back out. Turns out that the wampus cats were actually skunks who very much did not appreciate me blocking the entrance to their hidey hole. And instead of running for help, Gretchen just sat outside, bored to tears. Lassie she is not. It took about an hour to get loose, which was pretty intense, but a few tomato juice baths later I was right as rain, so it could have been a lot worse. Oh, and there was a time I accidentally stumbled onto old Duke's property and nearly got my head shot off. But that happens to everybody sooner or later. I barely count it. So yeah, these hikes aren't all that dangerous, all things considered. Well yeah, okay, that's a good question. What's the weirdest thing you've seen out here, other than anything cryptid related, of course? Oh gosh, that's a good one. Let me think. Well, there's always the deer I saw stealing baby birds out of the nest and eating them. That was pretty messed up. But I think most people know about that these days. I've seen tons of videos of other deer doing that. So I'm not sure if it counts as weird anymore. Oh, and Tetanus Lake. That's definitely the weirdest. It's a 5-foot deep, 30-foot wide pile of old cans and bottles and assorted garbage, with grass and trees growing on top of it, so you could barely tell it was there until you stepped on it. It was practically solid ground with how much it could have been compressed, but you still could fall through if you weren't careful, hence the name. Better be up on your shots if you want to mess around in there. It's always stuff from the 50s too, which is super neat. I salvage a few bottles that I keep on my dresser as a little souvenir. Let's move on. Did you hear that? Yes, I did. What was that? Oh, Duke! Yes, I remember you. Oh, calm down, Gretchen, you old mutt. Same to you, Stella. You're always jumping at nothing, girl. Phew, sorry for getting spooked, Duke. I thought you were some creature of darkness. Nah, girlie, just old Duke. Now, what the hell are you looking for way out here? Skunk ape. Sorry I asked. And who's this you've suckered into coming with you? Wait a tick, you aren't? Is that? Yep, I see. Welcome to the Holler. My condolences, I'll keep you in my prayers. Now both of you all head up back to town, you hear? It's best you steer well clear of this area tonight. I'm out dealing with my own critter and wouldn't be too appreciative if a couple of fools with a camera scare away the more sensitive wildlife. What are you hunting tonight? Something tall and hairy. Something musky? You see anything like that recently? Wouldn't you like to know? You never could stay in your business, Stella Richmond. Put that damn camera down. Oh, come on, Duke. Maybe I could help out. I'm pretty good at tracking. You know I've learned from the best. That you did, but I have yet to see a shred of proof that you listened to any of it. The way you tromp around the woods at night yelling about chuckabungas or what have you. Something been getting at my chickens. I've lost 3 this week and can't afford to lose many more to that. I'm sorry to hear that. But, I wonder if Skunk Ape has a taste for chicken. Now see, this is why I don't come to you about these things. It ain't no Skunk Ape. Whatever the hell that is. I know exactly what this is, but I know you won't believe me if I tell you. Oh, Duke, you don't think it's... I do actually. It's those damn mountain lions. They're out there, Stella. I don't care what your little investigation turned up. You haven't been out in these woods as long as I have. Those sons of bitches are sneaky, of course. You wouldn't find any in one night of tracking. And I know for a fact that's what's been getting at my chickens. It wouldn't be anything else. I'm telling you, man, mountain lions are extinct in these parts. There hasn't been an actual sighting since the 1990s, and even those were iffy. I can't believe you go out there on your YouTube saying some river monster spotted by a couple school-age Boy Scouts has been 100% confirmed. Yet Appalachian cougars are some kind far-fetched fantasy made up by geezers like me. You made me look like a fool. I read those comments people were posting on your video. They were calling me all kinds of names, just from seeing things with my own eyes that I know to be true. I feel sorry for Duke, especially what happened last time. I'm sorry, Duke. I didn't mean to sick anyone on you. I just don't think it's plausible. You'll eat those words when I come carrying a mountain lion corpse out of those woods at dawn. And if you two don't want a face full of buckshot, I suggest you run home and stay out the woods tonight. Should we lie about that? Oh, come on, let's use the street smart. Okay, we'll go home. What? Good, I'm glad you've got some sense. Stella needs somebody like that around. But I've got a film tonight. The video needs to go out by tomorrow evening so I can keep on schedule. If I miss an update, I might lose my new sponsor. And who knows what that'll mean for my career. No, Stella, we should leave. We should leave. We should leave and we shouldn't come back. You turn and wink at Stella as subtly as you can. She immediately picks up what you're putting down. Alright, Duke, maybe you've got a point. Come on, AlRodriguez, let's go back to town. Maybe my viewers won't be too angry with me. Glad to hear you're finally seeing some sense, Stella. You two run along and stay safe. And we lied. We lied again. I might as well, I've got the option to. Well played, AlRodriguez. Really threw him off the trail by pretending we're going back to town. Now come on, I know how we can loop around without him noticing. Yeah, we sure fooled him. The guy with a shotgun, yeah. Sorry if I was a bit much, but I wanted to seem convincing. You did great. He'll never suspect a thing. And you don't have to worry about him finding us out there either. I've gone over tracks with Duke before. The man sounds like a truck crashing through the trees when he walks. Even if we do cross paths, we'll hear him long before he catches wind of us. Alright, this looks like a good shot. Mind holding the camera? Yeah, sure, give it here. She hands you the camera and takes position. Ah, there we go. As night falls, my new assistant, the gorgeous AlRodriguez, and I find ourselves on the high hill in the Blue Ridge Mountains, where we'll begin our hunt for the elusive, yet pungent, skunk ape. Though mostly encountered in Florida, this possible relative of Bigfoot has been spotted all along the southern eastern edge of the United States, including right in this very country. Here's hoping we get a glimpse tonight. We'll check back once we're on the trail. Until then, stay searching, Stellas. I can take the camera off your hands for now. We'll be able to start the tracking scenes once the sun sets all the way. In the meantime, we get to take in all this beautiful scenery. It's gorgeous out there, don't you think? Yeah, it is. Oh, yeah, let's use and abuse this skill. The view isn't the only gorgeous thing out here. Oh, she's flustered. I was thinking the same thing. Oh, yeah, let the moment hang in the air. You and Stella let the moment hang in the air, both of you comfortably taking in each other and the natural world around you. Oh, only for it to be pierced by a loud, percussive snort. Your quiet moment with Stella is broken by a loud, percussive snort. I think I just read that. Haha, no need to panic. That's just the sound of deer make when they want to warn the rest of their herd about big scary predators like us. Let's check it out. As you and Stella hear the footfalls of animals retreating into the woods, she reaches for her flashlight. Oh, I forgot about that. A single deer remains behind, staring down the beam of light while Gretchen winces and pulls at her harness. Oh, and then it's gone. Ah, Gretchen, it's alright. You're gonna hurt yourself, calm down. She cannot handle deer. When she gets like this, you usually have to pick her up and hold her. She has a bad habit of slipping her harness when she wants to go after something. You're too much of a potato, and they don't make harnesses to fit potatoes, do they? Yeah, there was something wrong with that deer there. Did you see its face? Now that you mentioned it, there was something a little off. It had like 2 massive cysts on it. I bet it was an abscess, maybe a tumor. It's not like wild animals can get those taken care of, so they just get bigger and bigger. Poor thing, but there's not much we can do about it. Well, that's got my heart rate up. I'm ready for the hunt. Same for me. How about we take a quick snack break to fuel up? Then we get right into the nice activities. I've got all the best trail snacks. Oh yeah, she does. As you settle down to rest, Stella breaks open a bag of assorted snacks. Let's go for the extra M&Ms. You grab the trail mix. Classic choice, it never fails to satisfy. I like to mix my own to make sure I has the best stuff, and I use dried cherries instead of raisins. Nice. Maybe it's a bit of a controversial pick, but even for someone who's passionate about dried fruit, I simply cannot abide raisins. Finally, someone who gets it. Raisins are glorified mouse droppings. They destroy everything they touch. Definitely, and other dried fruit is better. Glad to finally meet a fellow preserved fruit connoisseur who could appreciate my refined taste in trail mix. Aha! What is this? What are you? No, I wanted to read that. So, tell me what it's like in Shed. Well, it's kind of like this. This is it. It's a shed. Tell me what it's like to be AlRodriguez. Well, you kind of sit talking to a microphone in a shed. It's like this. I live alone in a dingy studio apartment. Well, it could be worse. And I love it. It's a little cramped, the lights flicker, the toilet is constantly getting backed up because of the lady upstairs keep flushing her cat litter. It smells like cigarettes for some reason, but it's mine. I mean, technically, I guess it's the landlady's, but I don't have to share it with anyone. It's a mess, but it's my mess, and I wouldn't have it any other way. You know, that's a great way to look at things. I can't imagine what it's like to share your place with people you don't know. Speaking of, it's gotta be wild staying with Tabby for both of you. So, what you do for a living? That's a very good question. Well, I'm a streamer. I'm actually a streamer. Oh, no way, a fellow content creator. That's awesome. I knew we had a lot in common, AlRodriguez. What sort of streams do you do? I play video games, apparently. It's mostly stream video games. That's cool. I'll have to check out your channel sometime this week. You better. And subscribe. How'd you like it? It's fun. I do enjoy it. I wouldn't trade it for the world. Most people I meet tend to raise their eyebrows when I tell them what I do, but I love it. It might not be much, but it makes me feel like I'm taking control of my own destiny. Yeah, I agree. Believe me, I can relate. I don't think I'd give up what I do for anything. Street smart. A crisp breeze passes over you. You can't help but shake the feeling that you're being watched. Yes, I knew it! It's those! Ah, it's gone now. You scan the tree line, but whatever might be out there is nowhere to be seen. I think we're being watched. It might be Skunk Ape. Do your best to pretend it isn't watching us. We don't want to scare it off. No. Whoa. Stella immediately packs her bag and slings it over her shoulder. Jesus Christ! Yeah, no kidding. Whatever made that sound, I've never heard anything like it, and it's close. Here, hold Gretchen's leash for me and let's check it out. Oh, here we are. You and Stella inch towards the tree line as she shines her flashlight into the woods. As you approach, a series of weak clucks call out from a nearby bush. Maybe Duke's birds weren't eaten after all. Oh, yeah. That's not good at all. Where'd it go? What the hell was that? Hold on, I gotta play that back. Holy shit! Guessing. It must be 2-3 feet tall? Doesn't look hairy either, so I think I can rule out Skunk Ape. But whatever it is, it was one of Duke's chickens. It looks like it headed north. Let's go after it. I didn't even know it was walking. Right behind you, let's go. You follow Stella as she sprints into the unknown. Gretchen excitedly pulls you along by your leash. Oh, she tripped. Oh, right next to the chicken. Oof. Are you okay? Yeah, I'm alright. I just tripped on something weird. Oh no, that poor thing. It must have been one of Duke's. Oh, Jesus, it's still alive. Investigate that chicken. You move towards Stella to get a closer look at the chicken. Don't let Gretchen get too close. She'll try to take a bite if you don't stop her. You hold Gretchen's leash close to your chest. She seems nervous, squirming slightly against her harness. Examine the growth. Good God, at first you thought it might have been a tumour, but this is something else. The skin is stretched taut, the growth pulsing beneath. Whatever it might be, you know better than to investigate this lump any closer. You've seen horror movies. You back away from the chicken, your curiosity eclipsed by your instinct for self-preservation. Let's have a look at the head. Its poor little chicken eyes look up at you, glazed over, but still rolling around in their sockets with unfortunate life. I'm going to turn away. You turn away from the chicken, unable or unwilling to continue inspecting it. Ahem, it seems we found one of Duke's chickens, folks, and she's not looking good. I'm hesitant to speculate, but she definitely seems to have some sort of growth under her skin. Could be a tumour, could be something else. Either way, I wouldn't think there's much that can be done for her at this point. Geez, I'm gonna have to put some massive content warnings on this video. Hey, do you hear that? It's like, oh, it's Duke. What in the Sam Hill are you two doing here? Didn't I tell you to... Bertie. Oh, Bertie, what's wrong, darling? Good God. Did you all see what did this to her? Duke. We're on the same team here. We both want to know what happened to Bertie as much as you do right now, so we'll get to the bottom of this. I promise. We were on the trail when we found her like this. Whatever did this to her, I think we can hear them in the trees. Put that camera away, for God's sake, girl. I don't want to be in another of your videos. No one needs to see me like this. No one needs to see Bertie like this. You wouldn't put her online, would you? Not when she's like this, all swollen and hurting. Duke, did you hear me? I think they're coming closer. Oh, he's loaded, and he's got a chicken. Come on, you sons of bitches. Duke, don't shoot them. We have no idea what'll happen. Oh, you hear that, Stella? That ain't the sound of something peace-like. Whatever that things are, they'll pay for what they did to my girls. Come on, you, whatever your name is. Grab that flashlight and help me line up a good shot. As the creatures in the tree line grow louder and more numerous, Gretchen finally strains against her harness. Quick! They're closing in on us. Oh no, get the flashlight. Oh my God. Dive into the flashlight. I forgot about these things. You dive into the flashlight and swing your body towards the woods. Oh, I said aim the damn thing quick. Light it up. Perfect. Oh, he got it. Just grazed it, but that should make it pretty easy to track, huh, Stella? Yeah, a blood trail is pretty hard to miss. Guess we know it wasn't mountain lions after all. Though it didn't look like any cryptid I've heard of either. This is going to be one hell of a video. As your heartbeat settles, you realize that... Oh no! You realize that Gretchen stopped tugging at her leash. You look down only to find an empty harness and the paw prints of a runaway dog. Wait, where's Gretchen? Where's my dog? Oh, she must have slipped her harness. No. She must have slipped her harness. I'm so sorry, Stella. I've tried to hold on to her. Gretchen, I'm coming for you. I'll be damned if I let her chase another of those things alone. Alone, you have no choice but to follow Duke and Stella into the darkness. What an option! Nah, go after them! You steal your nerve and run into the unknown. Oh, there's more! As you push deeper into the woods, the unearthly sounds once again surround you. Keep running. Are you trying to get us lost? Slow down. I think we're almost there. The trees are starting to thin out. Lord, that smell! What happened to Gretchen? Oh my God, what the hell are you doing to it? The shrieks pull back into steady whispers as you, Stella, and Duke stumble upon the putrid bodies of dozens of dead and dying animals. At the edge of it all, an immobilized Gretchen gurgles in pain as one of the creatures looms over her. A sinking realization pulls at your gut. This is their nest, and you are surrounded. Gretchen! As Stella steps towards the nest, Duke pulls her back. This isn't over. We can still save her. Duke, can't you just, shoot that thing? Are you out of your damn mind? There's got to be a dozen of those things up in the trees. They're circling us to protect their brood, or whatever it is they've been planting in our animals. We've got to get out of here while we still can. Aye, Duke's right, there's nothing we can do right now. But Jesus Christ, I can't leave Gretchen like this. Duke, give me your gun. Oh no, we can't save her, but I'll be damned if we leave her behind to suffer like the rest of these animals. Duke, give me your gun now. Oh, Stella grabs Duke's gun and takes careful aim. I'm sorry, Gretchen. Oh, no, run! Oh, as soon as the gun fires, you, Stella, and Duke sprint back through the woods, the unearthly hollers and whispers of the nest nipping at your heels. In the highest branches of trees and down on the forest floor, they're all around you, casually keeping pace with your all-out sprint. We're almost there. Quick, my truck's down the way. Oh no, they're in front. You make it to the end of the road, but 3 of the creatures stand between you and Duke's truck. Open fire. Shoot them. Can you shoot them? What are you waiting for, Duke? Shoot them. Duke, you know what they're here for. Is this what you want? Is that what you want, you sons of bitches? Fine, take her. Take her and leave us be. Oh, they took Bertie. Duke, get in the truck. Let's get the hell out of here. Duke, do we have to take the truck back? I can just walk. Those creatures left. I'll be fine. No, Stella, we're taking the truck back. Stella, now's really not the time. Alright, I can do this. The 3 of you sit in silence as Duke drives back to town. The ride feels both like an eternity and like nothing at all. Eventually it's over, and you find yourself outside of Stella's house. Thanks for taking me home, Duke. Anytime, but Jesus, Mary and Joseph, what were those things? I have no idea. I've never heard of anything like them, but I got a ton of footage. Nothing really clear, but it's a start. I better go check in with Bo. He'll be worrying about me. You and your friends stay safe. Looks like those things aren't following us, but, well, no point in talking about the buts. Just look out for yourselves. Take care, Duke. And here you are, back in town, away from the woods, with no one but Stella in sight. I feel better now going for this avenue instead, because the last time I played this game, Duke died instead. I feel sorry that Gretchen has been taken. Gretchen's no longer there, but I feel like it's one of the better options instead. I'm not too certain, but I feel like it was a better call. I'm going to be leaving the video here at the moment, guys. Thank you ever so much for watching. I'm going to get back onto this next video as soon as I can, so hit a subscribe if you want to see more of this series, and I hope to see you guys in another one of my next videos. Take care, guys. Goodbye.